Honestly, I'm going to assume these sieges are going to go away. Indeed. So that's them. They hate me right now, but we can probably do some influence actions. There must be a way. Oh, relations. There we go. Improve opinion. So it's going to cost us some amount of oratory power now, but it'll build up over time. So we'll start doing that. We have an increased limit on how much we can improve opinion because of the text we've been choosing. We'll probably do some more of that at some point. Desert. Okay, we need the map mode over here. Here, park yourself in Yeehaw. That's going to be fine. Excellent. You'll get some attrition along the way, but hey, we got manpower. All right, barbarians defeated. Are they gone? They are gone. Okay. You guys go and stand over here. Grab this. Aggressive expansion impact, governor change, triumph. I'll just keep these points for now. Nabicha is gifting me. I can't merge these guys. No, alright. Some of these must be loyal to someone? Unit is invisible, that is useful. Because you're attached to a region. So I can't add... That's weird. I can't add troops. Maybe if I'd assigned the other troops to the region first, it would have been okay. Alright, you gotta stop sitting in the desert, though. Can you come over here? Yeah, alright, good. I guess it could have automated you. Especially the ones that are provincial, actually, could really be automated to stand somewhere safe. Death. Does anyone want to be an Amarut? Oh, this guy does, and he's got the highest rating. He's jealous and crafty. He's not terribly loyal, although his loyalty will shoot up a lot since we satisfied his desire. There you go. 71's not bad. Send gold to Egypt. No! We're not going to send gold to Egypt. They're a target. Yeah, maybe build more roads. Again, right now it's really tedious to build the roads, though. One province at a time. But I'm kind of tempted to build a road all along this. All along the river. Maybe we should just do it. I wonder if I can shift click and then it'll do it. Probably not. It's built 11. That's really good. This is good and all, but what would Penultimo do? Yeah. Yeah. Road building, just a tiny little icon over there. We could lower forts, we could build forts, we could do all kinds of things. Our money is going up. When we're at peace, it's good. Done. Excellent. So yeah, for integration, well, we need to have them around for 10 years, and then of course I'm sure we're going to need a proper opinion. Oh, it's already boosting. Oh, we still have a claim on them, so there's the minus 25 from the CB, but I think that's going to be fine. Aggressive expansion is going away pretty good. We don't get anywhere near as much aggressive expansion by making someone a client state as opposed to declaring war. We have a lot of disloyal characters. Why are you so disloyal? You got some loyal cohorts. You are a pretender to the throne. Listen, I'm just going to bribe you. Get a little corruption. It's fine. Yeah, we got a training camp for manpower. Gain some loyalty. We're at 91k now. 185 is our cap, which was Phrygia's cap. Their cap is now 231, but they have no manpower. They do have 200 active cohorts, as well as they're making $50 a month. So they can manpower like crazy. They have 200 cohorts, and they're making huge cash. What the hell, man? No, I don't think there's any incentive to having forts up during peace. Although, you know, popping this back and forth. They don't have like an automatic raise forts button, as far as I can tell in here. Good stability. You want military access? Sure. Have military access. And then, yeah, we sort of... So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take like all the armies. And we'll set them to be automated again. Mostly because it'll be really easy for me to track the one over here that I'm going to be manually telling to build some roads. 200 core cohorts. Time to support rebels. You know what? Why don't we do some of that? Support some rebels. We will get aggressive expansion change and negative diplo rep. and we'll join in the rebellion wars. Might be a bit more supporty than I would like. I think a bit more supporty. Can you make the whole Sahara Desert your color? I'm assuming this area here? Prov 5990. Okay, I don't. Maybe I'm not on the release build. Oh, no, most of them are blank. Okay, most of these desert provinces are blank, and this one here. Nice. Export some elephants, make some more money. Sure. You are okay. You're moving. Are you going after the barbarians? You are going after the barbarians. You're not a provincial army. Hold on. I want to remove you. Tell you to stop moving. Finish this move. Finish your move. There you go. Assign to the region, and then go back to automating you. Presumably you'll just automate within the region. There you go. No longer get attrition the same way. These guys are still going to be chasing these barbarians, but at least they won't get attrition. And you are building a road. I can see the little icon. Brush up on your history. Prov 5990 has a glorious history. I'm sorry. I've probably just insulted some people, some Prov 5990ians. But let's be honest. I think it's fair to be racist against 5990ians, 5990ians. I mean, their name is just hard to say. We'll just call them 90ians. I hear they're both lazy and steal all of our jobs. Just like this weird duality. Yeah, the 90ians. Lazy and steal all of our jobs. Wait till Twitter hears about this. Aggressive expansion is getting under control. Manpower, everything's pretty good. We might want pop growth or just taxes. I think the pop growth is still a really good investment, you know, for the future of the country. Make Egypt a vassal. Maybe. They're pretty big. I wonder if it would be possible to do that. Looks like this province is no longer colonized. Yeah, that's interesting. Offer, design us the support of its family's vast network contract. Why not? So we will be unable to act against the family Ezenid. That's my family. Okay. It's giving us provincial loyalty and governor policy change, or smells like a trap. Lose prestige. This is fine. What we need is to build the Great Wall of Egypt. How's the rest of the world going? Phrygia, still Phrygia. Oh, hey, civic advances. Awesome. So, hang on a sec. Let's just check to see. We can get more province imports routes. I'm going to turn that on. Particularly nice for a capital. Convert pop cost discount. Actually, I think that might be worth grabbing. So now we can get an extra trader in the capital. In particular, what I want to do is import some more papyrus, which will give us a global boost to civic tech investment. And we're importing that to ourselves, so that's kind of nice. What we do? Oh yes, rest of the world. So Great Britain. Okay, they are blobbing up some more. More and more people have been eaten up. There's definitely some growth. Interesting, Persia actually has the territory down here. Dumnia has grown quite a bit. Uberonia just took a huge chunk out of Ambiania since the last time we were up here. Boy is getting to be a big boy. Carthage lost all of its main Italian holdings. Yeah. I mean, Rome has been gone forever. Because, I mean, Carthage otherwise is doing okay. They're, you know, doing some stuff over here. It's fine. Yeah, we'll let that go. That's gonna be fine. Yeah, boy! Macedonia. Phrygia's over here as well. It's sort of a mess of border gore in some of these places. That's the way it goes. I like how these are little trails. I mean, these are uninhabitable. You can't live there, but you can walk through there if you want. Moria, what happened to you? Oh, it's a revolt. This is all, because they're big. They've been big since the start, but a huge revolution going on here. Man, all right. Well, it'll be interesting to see exactly how that goes. Meanwhile, KUSH is doing fine. We got our active diplomacy over here. Gonna improve our relations with them eventually. Recently declared war. I mean, the aggressive expansion penalty is basically gone. The recently declares war is going with 2 per year. So we'll do that. Well, maybe we'll integrate them. Maybe we'll keep them as a vassal. I mean, we have tons of Diplo slots left. right over here. We have 1 relation out of 6. Like, we don't need friends. We don't need anything. We can give them a gift, but we still have to wait 10 years before we can integrate these guys. So we can just afford to wait. I'm curious to see if it's going to color code the impassable terrain here, or the uninhabitable terrain as well as the impassable terrain. Once this becomes ours, I don't know what that's going to do to the coloration here. There might still just be a gap. What year is it? So it is the year 2020 BC, or 534 Aber Urnum something Rome, yada yada yada. Macedon, I mean, they've grown as well. Moria is starting to get its central revolution over here is starting to be under control, which is all right. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see exactly how that goes. East Omana, west of hit points. East of mana, west of hit points. Seleucids are gone. Yeah, I wouldn't be able to weigh in on that. Is Iberia and Albania gone? They're over here, right? Oh no, Armenia is over here. Albania, Iberia, they're still here. There we go. Cool. Yeah, I like it. These names are confusing. I'm sure there's an interesting history as to why those names are there and not somewhere else and things, but I don't really know them. Yeah, these guys are automated, but they're just trying to hunt these barbarians. I'll never pay off barbarians again. Never. I was able to import wood in the capital, really, which would hopefully mean that I can import wood elsewhere as well now. And I can. Bam. From Judea. Excellent. So I can build galleys, but what about triremes? All cities in this province can build triremes. People's front. Punt and punt, I like that. Should I just build galleys and then try to add dudes to them? And you have a port. Can you colonize the islands on southeast of your country? Over here? This can be colonized right here. Maybe wait for a month tick? Oh, maybe. Pirate flag in the upper right mean. Where is the pirate flag? I don't know where the pirate flag is. Slow characters. Barbarian, scorned family, pretender support, more inventions. Oh, closer one, at the bottom of your country. Oh, right here. Yeah! There's actually a bunch of people here, too. The province is still disloyal. Is it? Oh, yeah. It is going up, though. Okay, it had bottomed out, but it's going up. Isocrates, which is this guy, is actually one of the reasons the loyalty was dropping. Yeah, you're super disloyal. Here, let's just bribe you. Which will help the loyalty here grow faster. And yeah, maybe wait a month tick? I mean, that's happened now, right? Okay, so October. Okay, well, this province is also disloyal. Right, that's the thing. Alright, we'll wait. We'll see what happens. Wait for the loyalty to kick in again. Oh, we only got about 3 minutes left to go, and then I will have to, well, go. Change crop policy, triumph, morale recovery. Yeah, I don't care too much about any of these. I mean, I've got the points, although I can spend these points on other things too, so it's going to be all right. Yeah, disloyal. How's this one coming? Yeah, it's going up. Hannah. Going up fairly slowly. We got friends in high places. Thing is, the disloyal ones are just minus zeros. I mean, it's probably, you know, 0.001 or something, but... and then, yeah, over here. Okay, so these disloyal provinces are going to get better over time. Got tons of stability at a 2. We got a fair amount of money. Oh, there we go. Religion advances, so we may be able to change some buttons here. Ruler popularity game. Stoicism for less national unrest, like, everywhere. Technology speed? Okay, hold on. We're grabbing, like, all this. Not that we're having true unrest problems. This loyalty is, I think, different. Wrong culture happiness boost actually would be happy, too. I mean, we're doing a lot of conversions, but we can't always. Sure, we'll export that. That's okay. Done, 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 done. Let them fight. People will see... No, as a rival. I don't want that. Do this. Because that's my son, who will be my heir, is going to become the rival of someone who's a governor. That doesn't sound like a very good place for us to be. So yeah, we're waiting for some province loyalties, but I mean, they're getting there. This guy here, my son. Here, I'll bribe my own son. Get some corruption, it's fine. Alright, we have no disloyal characters. We do have some disloyal provinces, but you can see they're all moving upwards, so that's going to be fine. Okay. Manpower is still far from being capped. Our maximum is now 203. What's our population? Over 2,000. What, 2,000? Meanwhile, 5,100 here. Egypt is still down to 541. We could start some crap with Egypt. 30 cohorts isn't bad. No manpower. Enough money for maybe some mercs. I'm sure we could go all about them. Oh yeah, the roads. See, they really need to make it... Okay, I'm going to try doing some shift click here and see if that will bulk do roads. But I'm betting that's going to be one of the first things we see somewhere in the game. I mean, it costs monarch power. But you know what? If you're willing to hit the button and then right-click somewhere far away, it should charge you 20 monarch power per province. If you run out of monarch power, it should stop building roads and give you a pop-up to say, hey, I've stopped building roads because you spent all this. So we'll see. If you bribe your own son, is it still nepotism? It's super nepotism. It's Trumpian nepotism. It's great. Galleon is the name of the ships in KUSH. Yeah, maybe that's it. Like the galleons, these are maybe just triremes. Right, okay, see, I was mousing over, it says damage versus triremes, and I was taking that to mean that a trireme was a different class of ships. But I'm now realizing that, in fact, it's just telling you the damage bonus versus itself. Because if you look at anything like War Elephants, yeah, War Elephants damage versus War Elephants is just 0. So yeah, these are just the triremes. This tooltip was confusing me. I was thinking, okay, there's galleys and triremes, but no. Deaths, advances for oratory. Hold on, let's deal with this first. Oratory advances, war propaganda, town criers. Yeah, we'll take the loyalty boost. I think that's probably always worthwhile. Centralized comits. No, we'll hold off on that. Yeah, you can do the trade. That's fine. We need a new person. Skill 10. All right. Now, one of the things, like, you know, I take these people and it's like, what do they do? Some mercenary maintenance discount, that's nice. Morale of armies, sacrifice to the gods. Some of these, like, I may not care that much. Like, if I'm not really doing sacrifice to the gods, I could really give this post to basically anyone who, say, has a desire to it and wants, you know, I want to boost their loyalty or some damn thing. A little bit of disloyalty over here. Dropping. They're all pretenders. That's a big part of it. Phrygia, you're still definitely there. Big boy. How'd the revolt go on over here? It's still, the revolt has definitely moved ahead in a few of these places. Sort of like the Spanish Civil War, right? Things are sort of clumping up in a couple of different areas. We'll see how that goes. I have diphtheria! I don't know what diphtheria is, but it sounds bad. Horrible infection, presenting unusual lesions, throat symptoms, and malaise. Ooh, malaise. It is bad, says Charles Mang. Ah, that's funny. Rip? Probably rip. Thanks, Baylor Boost. I always aim to be perfectly balanced, as all things should be. Anyone excited for Endgame? I know I am. So yeah, these barbarians. I'm hoping... okay, there's not going to be a stream on Wednesday. Wednesday, I am flying to the Scottish land, so there'll be no stream on Wednesday. As far as I know, there should be a Saturday stream. Right, and this Saturday is Ludum Dare. I think Ludum Dare starts like 9 p.m. Eastern time on Friday. That will be the middle light in the Ook. So Saturday stream and potentially Sunday stream will probably be programming. So the question is a little bit, when are we going to be playing this again? Maybe next Monday? I don't know. Camel discipline. See, we just need more camels. More Tropico YubTub content. There might be some more actually for me to upload from streams. So there might be that. And yeah, I think this game is going to be fine at release. Again, you know, like, there'll be more proper professional reviewers that come out with this at some point. I think it'll be fine at release, but maybe feel a little lacking compared to EU4, which has had, what, at this point, 4 years of post-release patches and expansions and things like that to add incredible depth of content. I'm enjoying this quite a bit, but I think it'll be the sort of thing like, okay, it's fine, and I'll play a few games and really enjoy it. We'll make some videos, we'll have a lot of fun, and then we'll put it on a bit of a shelf, and then expansion will come out, and we'll take it off the shelf and play the crap out of it, and then put it back on, and then take it off the... I mean, that's really what I do with all the Paradox games. Play them, put them on the shelf, next expansion comes out, take it out again, play some more, because it shakes things up, and that's the important thing. But I think the core, I think the bones of this game are very strong. And I've talked about it before. I got a sneak peek at some of the tools that Paradox has for this game, which hasn't existed in prior Paradox Grand Strategy titles, because they keep updating the engine. It's got crazy amount of like built-in like UI manipulation support. It's actually just like a console command. I just don't know what it is. Oh, there. Toolbars. Here's our 2D menu toolbar. Oh, that's something. Oh, no, there. GUI editor. There we go. Look. Here. Look at this crazy stuff right away. Oh, okay. Let's modify the diplomatic view. Open up. I don't open file. In before I crash the game. Oh, see, like this. See this dialog box. Oh, there you go. See, I can click on this. See this, and change these little widgets. It's like, you know what? This title, yeah, it's no good. I'm gonna come over here, and there's things I can change. Anyway. The modding that they're gonna do, the modding tools, I don't know how to close this. Let's turn off edit mode. Oh, there's the properties window I was wondering about. There, title. I can relabel any of these things. Ah, there we go. Whoo! Okay. There's that, and then there's also a crazy-ass map editor. And that's the thing. This game has got such good bones. And it's gonna be... Did we go and color? Oh yeah, this uninhabitable desert is now colored for us, but this is not. I wonder why that is. Why is this not colored to us? I wonder if it'd change if we took stuff over there. But yeah, and I think like 4 years from now, we'll still be playing this game, and it's gonna be like, it won't look anything like it did at release, and it's gonna be just mind-boggling, because I think it's really set up that people can just work the crap out of this. Very nice. Oh, Lord of the Rings mod. Oh, that would be a good idea. We'll have the best Game of Thrones mods. Well, that's interesting. So I was gonna say Crusader Kings 2. We do have to wrap up the stream here, but Crusader Kings 2, right out of the box, felt like, oh, this is Game of Thrones, the video game. And then people modded CK2 to actually have an explicit Game of Thrones mods, and it was fantastic. And Crusader Kings is obviously very character-driven, which I think works well with Game of Thrones. However, I actually could see it work well in here too, because you still have characters. It's less character-focused, but you still have characters. You have a rich like event modding scripting system, so you could take advantage of that while also having support for a much bigger map, much larger gameplay, like combat type of thing. The thing too, right? Like the Game of Thrones world is effectively like Great Britain flipped on its head, kind of thing. Is like literally like the basis of the main map of Westeros, for example. So the Game of Thrones area is like something like this, which is also why like CK2 is like super appropriate for it. But there's no reason that you couldn't like take this giant map of Imperator Rome and use all, like, you know, redesign this and have your same sort of Westeros and Estros or Essos or whatever, you know, Game of Thrones areas on here with lots of little provinces, such that, like, you know, this is just like where Winterfell Castle is, and then like more of these areas, this entire state, right, this entire province, which is multiple little cities in Rome, this entire place becomes like the sort of greater Westfall? Is that the name of it? Where do the Starks live? Westfall, isn't it? Anyway, yeah, that. And then just like one of them is just where the actual keep is, right? Where you built the one fort. Winterfell, thank you. Westfall is from World of Warcraft, isn't it? Yes. Winterfell is what I was looking for. So, you know, this entire province could be all of Winterfell. And then next to it would be, you know how they have like the north, and like, and for the north, I'm talking about like, this would be the north. Like, this is the size of the north. So you have Winterfell, and you have all the other like bannermen who bend the knee to the Starks, would be like the entirety of, in a sense, Europe. So, because there's no reason you can't have like that. So each one of these places in Game of Thrones could be even multiple provinces. Like you could have like 2 or 3 provinces make up all of Winterfell, as an example. So I think we're going to see great things like that. So I like the game as is. I suspect it'll feel a little content light, because at this point, the problem is the Paradox Grand Strategy game releases haven't really been staggered. So we have this situation where we have EU4 and Crusader Kings 2, and at this point even Stellaris and Hoi 4 have all been out for some time now, and have the advantage of being very content rich because they've been being patched for multiple years and expansions have been being released for multiple years. And so this won't have it at release. It'll feel just like Civilization at release. It's like, oh, it's there, and then you start playing it and you're like, you know, it would be nice. And then eventually we get some more content. The nice thing with Paradox is we know the content is going to be coming. And the modability of this thing, I can't tell you how pumped I was when we were in Bath and like they let I wish I could open up the map editor. I don't know how to do that. And I actually don't know if the map editor is going to be available at release. It's sick. And if they give those tools to modders, Bronze Age mod. You know, I would like, yeah, like why not go back a little further in time? That could be cool. Could mods make characters more important? Absolutely. And I suspect that's one of the things that like Paradox is going to be experimenting with. They want to see how people respond to the characters, and they're going to be experimenting with stuff in-house. Because you know how it is, like any creative person, and programmers definitely the thing, right? For every idea they put into a game, they have 50 other ideas they also want to put into a game. Except, you know, half of them are unfeasible, and half of the rest is just too boring, and da-da-da-da-da, and you sort of whittle it down to like another 2 or 3 ideas that are pretty good. But I'm betting there's like, probably, you know, a bunch of people, like everyone on the Imperator Rome team probably has different opinions as to what direction we should take characters in. More focus, less focus. If we do more focus, what does that mean? How do we do it? You know, what parts of the game do people like the most? What parts do they like the least? What's tedious? How do we fix that? And I like that. I like that, you know, I understand if you're just getting to a certain Paradox game today, and then you look at all the DLC and you're like, damn, that's really expensive, except it comes on sale all the time. You don't need all the DLC, and there's all sorts of caveats and that's pretty scary. But otherwise, I do think I really like Paradox's sort of system of making it a living game where, yeah, we're going to be working on this game for the next 2, 3, 4 years, whatever, improving it and coming out with new ideas. Every now and again, shift the team around. It's like, okay, you've been head of this product for like the last, you know, couple of years. Well, we're bringing someone else in to lead the team for now, and they'll take it in a slightly different direction, and we'll have someone else. Like we've had that happen with EU4 and CK2 multiple times, and it's led to some pretty cool stuff. So I'm hoping. So yeah, I think it's good. Wait for official reviews on the 25th. Those are going to be smart people who can actually properly tear this thing apart. But I'm positive. Boom. I always thought of it more as a subscription you cancel all the time. I guess so. Is CK2 really 7 years at this point? Wow. The thing is, I wouldn't mind seeing an announcement that CK3 was coming at this point. I think there will be the problem that whenever there is, say, a CK3, at release, there's going to be some things that some people will consider to be missing that were in CK2 that aren't there yet. But the thing with CK3 that would happen is it would be a big refresh of the engine that would probably optimize more of the gameplay. They might remove some of the cruft that was there that built up over time in CK2, either as at release or over time, and some things that maybe weren't fun. Or it turns out, okay, this one feature doesn't turn out to be that important or that fun, but it's maybe slowing down the game engine a bunch. So I could see a refresh of CK2 that way. It will have the problem where at release, it might not have, you know, well, it probably won't have like hidden cults. I mean, they haven't announced anything. I have no idea if they're working on CK3, except, you know, someone in the office has like some napkins where they've got notes on CK3, because that's always what happens. But that's what I would see for that. EU4 is maybe starting to get a little long in the tooth too, but I'm more like with EU4, I don't know what EU5 would be. That's the problem. At this point, it's like, no, I still don't have a clue. In fact, you almost wouldn't surprise me if we more saw Stellaris 2 before an EU5. Although we sort of do have a Stellaris 2. And almost a Stellaris 3 at this point with the amount of changes that have gone through in that game. I don't know. Need Victoria 3? I wasn't gonna say it, but yes. Obviously. Yes. Obviously. And, you know, I do bring it up. They mostly get annoyed. And I understand. The problem with Victoria 3 is no matter what it gets announced as and released as, someone's going to be disappointed. it's going to be too complicated for some people, not complicated enough for some people, missing this feature, not having that, someone won't like the time period, there'll be this, and it's almost like, it's like Half-Life 3 levels at this point. Like, if you were to release it, no matter what, someone's not going to be quite so happy. But I'm hoping there will be Vicky 3 at some point, so we'll see. We're going to wrap it up here. Next live stream will be this weekend on Saturday, which will be from Scotland and might be programming. We'll see. Thanks everyone who came out. Thanks everyone who subbed and resubbed, and the generous donations to the Whiskey and Chocolate Fund. Although I've had, this being Easter weekend, I spent it with my family. I've had plenty of chocolate and whiskey this weekend, but I don't know. I did also get a bottle for my birthday that I might have to open up, so we'll see how that goes. Thanks for all the subs and resubs. We got Colton Yes at 53 months just now. We had Sanchez at 2 months and Black Volt at 32 months in a row. Jungsi at 2 months. Runge at 50 months. Rolk J at 4 months. Aritra Mustafi at 2 months. We got Newt Natterton at 15 months. That's a fun name. Shamza at 31. Orcus at 28. Yelver Tons of Fun coming in at 11 months. Almost a Twitch anniversary over there. Black came in at 3 months. Scorpiot at 9 months. A Twitch baby. We got H. Tim Snivik at 27. Incandescent Goat. Incandescent Goat at 14 months. Urban Wolf at 51. That's excellent. Mr. Horse at 28. Yabdat at 39. Minifest at 61. And then we get into some we saw earlier with Wolfhound and Only Shen and so on. And you people are awesome. I love you all. I'm going to see you on the other side of the pond at the end of next week. Bye-bye. Or end of this week.